Welcome to Cooking with Fiona, Season 2, Episode 11. Wow. Today we're going to be cooking ham and pea pasta, and it's going to be in one pot. So the ingredients are 16 ounces of pasta. You can have it penne, you can have it, the macaroni, you can have it whatever you want, those bow tie pastas. 4 to 5 ounces of ham cut in cubes and strips, 2.5 cups of frozen peas, 1 large onion chopped, and 1 cup of heavy cream, and 5 cups of chicken broth. You can have beef broth if you like. So I have got it all prepared, and what we're going to do is we're going to put 16 ounces of the pasta in. I'm going to put the onion in, which is 1 large onion, beautifully chopped by yours truly. 2.5 cups of sweet pea, frozen sweet peas. 1 cup of heavy cream. I like to get it to the last drop. That's what my mother taught me. She said, Fiona, just scoop it out and you get more that way. And you get a real amount. She was a great cook. I used to follow her all the time. So this is 5 cups of chicken broth. And again, I'm going to scoop it all out. So what we do now is I turn this on and we're going to start to cook it. And basically get it to what is called a rolling boil. You know what a rolling boil is? A rolling boil. Stir it up. We'll season it. And basically you cook it down and you cook the pasta down and you blend all these flavors. So today I have 2 special guests. From Be Solar, I have the sales manager, Jo Frith. She's been with the company for 5 years. She has a compassionate approach and creates long-term relationships with her clients. In fact, she's the only woman that holds a NABCEP, which is Solar Associate Certification. Welcome, Jo. So nice to see you. And
Fiona, it's so good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful kitchen.
Oh, thank you so much. My second guest is Stratton Hatfield, who happens to be my son. He has a wonderful, wonderful passion of sustainable development in Bermuda. He is the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer at Be Solar. Welcome, Stratton. Come over to your mother.
It's a family affair.
It's so good to be here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, both of you guys. I love having you and cooking with Fiona. So we're waiting for this
looks
lovely,
delicious.
lovely sweet pea and pasta and onion and everything cooked.
So we got a rolling
boil. We want it to be a rolling boil. So, Jo, tell me what you do. How do you teach these little children? How do you sell Be Solar?
Well, working with the team and all our clients is something that I love to do. So it's not just children, it's all of our clients, adults. We go out to different executive places or throughout the community. And the best part about my job is teaching people about the technology. There's still a lot of unanswered questions or assumptions. And I love to teach. I love empowering people about how they can reduce their energy costs and save money, keep it in our economy, and become more self-reliant.
So Stratton, what is your wonderful drive to do what you're doing these days?
Yes,
the past 9 years, I should say.
So for the past 9 years, I've been focusing on sales, marketing, and community outreach, working alongside Jo and the rest of our team to really help Bermuda understand what they can be doing to not only reduce our reliance on fossil fuel, but also to reduce the cost of living. Every solar system that we install, every energy solution that we provide helps people to save money and to help us fight the climate crisis. So it doesn't have to just be solar panels. It could be starting with something as simple as installing LED light bulbs or putting a timer on your water heater,
Right.
or just making your property more energy efficient.
That's
And this
great.
is something that Joe and I really like to focus on. It's like, how can we help people identify the lower hanging fruit? How can we help them do small things to make a difference and
Yeah.
really focus on working towards larger, bigger goals, such as installing solar panels or purchasing an electric vehicle or even putting battery storage on your property.
Yeah. It's all about taking the holistic approach on things. So it's really common for a lot of our clients to work in phases, and for us as the professionals to help them identify what these measurable and reasonable steps could be.
Right.
A lot of times people call us and say, I want that system that takes me fully off the grid. Yes, ideally we would all love to be there, but what does that look like in steps? Let's start with energy efficiency. Let's start reducing the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's start provisioning solar to offset that efficiently run home or business.
Okay, so now it's at a rolling boil, and I'm going to pitch that ham in there that I've nicely cut up and stirred up. There you go.
This recipe reminds me of one that I grew up with in Canada. We would make these in this time of year as well. It's like one of these comfort foods. So Fiona, do you find with a lot of the clients that you're showing homes to that people are looking at energy efficiency or operational costs at that?
Yes, we do. So
Yeah.
it's another expense, but at the end of the day, you save money. You really do.
Yeah.
You become totally electric.
One thing that we've heard a lot of real estate agents talking about recently is how investing in solar energy on your property increases the value of your property. So if someone's looking to sell their home, then it makes sense to be investing in something like that because it increases the value.
It does somewhat.
Yeah.
It does somewhat. It makes it more attractive to those new owners.
I was also
And-
thinking about the investment when you're comparing returns, considering new cabinetry or something like that, where you're really not going to get a return on that type of initial capital versus first installing with solar, getting that average of 6-year return for most residentials, where then you can, again, work in phases, integrate those costs where you can start reducing your operational costs and then integrate more into a renovation or that new home as you settle into it as well. So again, it's working with all the clients. You're so familiar with this, where it's no home in Bermuda is alike. Every property is so unique as the clients.
As unique as every buyer
and you
is
have
different.
to customize things for everyone's. It's smelling good.
It does
Smelling
smell
good.
delicious. Just making sure we're stirring it properly.
Down. Yes, you got to boil it down. It's really not cooked yet.
It's coming
But it's
together.
coming together. It's coming together. One-stop pot. That's what we like.
One thing that a lot of people are asking about is what's going on with these Belco prices. It seems like they're going up and they're going down and they're going all around, and it's really confusing, right?
There.
The reality is that we are still addicted to fossil fuel here. And every time the cost of fossil fuel goes up, it impacts the cost of living and the cost of doing business in Bermuda. So with the recent fuel adjustment rate increase, what this is doing is it's making homes and businesses have to pay more money for their electricity. But if you have solar on your property, what it means is that you're going to be able to reduce that fuel adjustment rate. And you're also going to be able to reduce the tiers of the Belco bill. And what that means is that for a lot of properties, you're going to see an even more compelling return on investment. Now, another thing that's changed recently is called the feed-in tariff rate. This is the rate that solar owners are paid when they sell energy back to the grid. It used to be 22 cents and it was just reduced to 13 cents. But what it means, though, is that if you focus on consuming solar energy while it's being produced, like we're doing right now with the sunshine out and all of this equipment here today, we're able to essentially reduce the export to the grid, which means that you are getting more savings by using that solar energy rather than selling it back to Belco. But if you do sell it back to Belco, you still are paid 13 cents per kilowatt hour. That's applied as a credit on your Belco bill. And then essentially in the evening or on cloudier days, you're debiting off of that credit. So it's important to note that even though it's a lower rate now and it's going to be changed or reviewed on a quarterly basis, that you do get some sort of savings or some sort of money back from Belco.
To highlight then also the importance of sizing a system correctly. So going through that consultative process and really helping the client identify what their short or long-term goals are, whether they're energy driven or financially driven, but designing a system that offsets those daytime baseloads if they're out of the house during the day. So they're not exporting an exponential amount, but really sizing it according to their consumption patterns. This is, again, the importance of really listening to the clients and taking them through that holistic approach.
I'm going to swing back to my cooking little and just tell you I'm just put in a half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese.
Oh, you put it in there like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
delicious.
You stir it, keep stirring it, and you put a little salt and pepper.
These are my two favorite ingredients.
Yeah. And careful with this one because it comes out quickly. Anyway, everybody likes pepper. I hope.
That looks great.
Doesn't this look great, Stratton? So call me on 534-9932 or text me on that number. I look forward to hearing from you. Joe, thank you so much for coming to Cooking with Fiona. I loved having you. You were very sweet. So tell us your contact number and Stratton's, and thank you.
Yeah, if you'd love to reach out to our team, definitely shoot us an email at info@besolar.bm, or you can call our office at 279-5907.
Other ways to find out about us, you could visit our website. It's besolar.bm, or you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
All the fun platforms.
Perfect. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this on the platter. So
ooh, that looks
yummy.
delicious.
I'm drooling over here. Oh,
okay,
I'm doing it?
You're doing it, baby girl.
Wow.
Look at that yummy stuff.
Look at that feast. I can't wait to eat some of that.
You are.
There we go.
There you go.
You've always been such a good cook, Mom.
Getting a free facial
thank
here
you,
too.
sweetheart. I do enjoy cooking.
Wow.
So here we go. Voila.
Wow.
Oh, voila, voila, voila.
Look at
Smells better than it
that.
looks, too.
How about them apples?
I want to bite.
That is delicious. You are going to have a bite. Thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Bye for now, and we'll see you again soon.
Electricity bills are no fun to pay. Call BE Solar for a better way. They're the best solar team in town. When the sun comes up, your bills go down.
Call 279-5907 or visit besolar.bm and let's talk sunshine.
Be Solar, giving you the power to save.